Good Saturday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 at Falcon Lake State Park in southeast Texas along the border of Mexico. Hi, Mexico, right over there. They're waving back right now. But anyway, I want to give a shout out to Doug and his wife. He's recently retired. He came by yesterday. He loves birding, and so he's just getting started in retirement, and he's checking out RVs and stuff. So good luck, Doug. Thank you for coming by, and hello to your wife. Appreciate it. And what else? You know, everybody, this is another topic, shifting gears here, but you know, everybody in their lifetime has events which are, I don't know, you could call them tragic, you know, like the loss of a loved one or whatever. And all I got to say to that, and I know some of you have experienced that maybe recently, and this is not to be a negative Nancy or Ned thing, but just to tell you that in my experience, get on with your life. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Go for it. You know what I mean? Yesterday's gone. But having said that, moving along, I'm still alive in my 2020 Casita, 2019 17-footer, 84 square feet of harmony to me, guys. Long-time RVer. And hey, Google, what's the temperature at Falcon Lake Estates, Texas?
The temperature in Falcon Lake Estates right now is 45.
With a high of 70. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Kingsland, Texas?
In Kingsland right now, it's 44.
With a high of 64. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Bangor, Maine?
In Bangor, it's currently 13 degrees.
With a high of 37. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Butte, Montana?
The current temperature in Butte is 9 degrees.
The current temperature in Butte is 9 degrees.
By
the way, if you'd ever like to hear a summary of your day, just say, good morning.
That's the phone answering. Anyway, hey, Google, what's the temperature in Fairbanks, Alaska?
In Fairbanks right now, it's 8 degrees.
With a high of 9. Boy, that's a big goer up there. They're really going up there today, isn't it? But anyway, this is Trenton Clump. That is an it smiling all day long. And that is a teddy bear with my name on it. Popeye Olive off the old Popeye cartoons way back when. And that is Betty Boop from the 1930s. That is and that is Mr. Bill. And behind them is a sticker with a jalapeno on it that says Native Texan. There's $1 million bill here, a 1,000-yen note, and a 5-euro note, and a $2 bill. This is a Frugal RV Gal sticker. Check her channel out. This is a Deborah Dickinson sticker. Check her channel out. That's Mr. Bojangles right there. You pull that string and he dances. I'll show you. Ding, 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 ding. And these over here are organic bananas, finally. And I had to get enough to last a few days because I'm going to a place where I don't know if there's a grocery store in Lakey, Texas anymore. Anyway, that is Olive Oil's bra. That is a smiling face with nose, ears, and hair that I put on it. And that is a sticker that says life is better in a casita, and it is for me. Hey, Google, tell us a dog joke.
Why did the man name his dogs Rolex and Timex? Because they were watchdogs.
Great. That is just too funny. That is just too funny.
Why did the man name his dogs Rolex and Timex?
Okay. Do we know the answer to that, guys? I think we do. But anyway, YouTube's doing something new as usual. They never stop. You know, if you're a coder or a programmer, whatever you want to call it, you got to justify your position by doing stuff, right? Well, you can't leave stuff alone. You know, stuff that works. No, you got to go break it. So anyway, they've come up with a new thing. It's the beta stuff on the comments and videos and stuff, and you have to use it. You don't have a choice. And but anyway, the difference is it's a little slower to use, and the comment print is much smaller. Okay, so that's not good for me, of course. But anyway, let's go down here and see if we can find a starting point here. And that's another downside. When you scroll down, it stops, loads, stops, loads, stops, loads, and you just have to be patient because see, like right now it's loading, 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 and that's not all the comments. I know that. But anyway, and on the other way, see, you could click a deal, say add more, and it would do it, and this one won't do it. Anyway, we'll start here because we don't have any choice. This is Sherry Berendino Love the interview. I'm looking forward to living this lifestyle in hopefully 2 years. So I watch so many of these videos to know how I want to do mine. She is a lovely lady enjoying her life. Yeah, that's Deborah in the van. Jamie Macon. For the first time I've ever seen a Havana. Havana. What is that? That's Cuba. That doesn't have anything to do with javelina. Anyway, thank you. So rude of them to decline your request for an interview. Yeah, that's the way they are. They won't talk to me. They're pretty shy. They can't see very good, but they can smell real good. Mr. CJ Cav 64 on the Trike Man stuff. Thank you. He left me some thumbs up. Deborah Dickinson. Hello, Deborah. She says they're not habituated. They just don't care. I kind of like their attitude. They would roam between our campsites the whole time I was camped there by you. If Bandit barked at them, they would start walking toward us. One of them almost turned over my picnic table trying to stand up on it. But anyway, thank you, Deborah. Yeah, they're here. They're still here, babe. And this is Colin Trout. Are they friendly if approached? They look mean. Well, that depends on the day kind of day they're having. No, they can be aggressive. They don't want you to come up and try to pet them. I can tell you that. Anyway, no, I wouldn't approach them at all. This is Deborah Joy. I am with you on editing. I do not want to learn how to do it. Deborah is a sweetheart as always. Yeah, she does a lot of editing. And, tell you another guy that does a lot of editing is Slim Potato Head. But, of course, his videos, he calls them productions, and they are. This is 10 Little Indians. I realize you have seen sausage and hot dogs being made, but whole hot sausage is all the meat of the animal and none of the crap they put in the store-bought meats. Those things would taste great with the right sausage spice mix. Probably would. He's talking about the javelina hogs, but I'm certainly not going to go out there and kill a hog. Dennis 78382. Check his channel out. He's in the Corpus Christi, Texas area along the Gulf Coast of Texas and does some good stuff. Dennis 78382. Quite the wildlife show. Very cool. Thank you. Scotty Thompson, the professional bowler from Wisconsin. When do you get your cell phone LG G4 on the AT network, Rusty? I'm doing this video right here on the new LG G. No, well, it's not new. Well, they say it's new. I know it's not because if they were made in 2015. But it works. I mean, it's okay. It works just like the other LGs. And it's on the AT&T network. This morning I checked the speeds. It was 45 megabits per second down and 20 megs up. Fastest speeds I've ever had since I've had a cell phone. I mean, that's, I don't have access to any other types of Wi-Fi that are faster. This is the fastest I've had. Scotty Thompson, I already read that. John Blanton, he said he would vote for more handouts. Yeah, I bet he would too. And I'm sure they get them. I'm sure there's people that put stuff out for them or they wouldn't come hanging around here. They don't like to waste a lot of time. But one thing about javelinas, they're usually in groups. Here I've seen a few loners just drift through, but usually they kind of hang around the pack, so you'll be out in that brush and you'll see one and think, well, there's only one javelina. You can't see them out there in that brush, man. Next thing you know, you're surrounded by 20 or 30 of them. And as long as you don't bother them, you're okay. But can they hurt you? Yeah, they've killed people, Raccoon Little Bear, the javelina briefly pointed his nose to the right when asked. Smart pick. You see what you want to see, right? Texas Life Julie, Trike Man, Triketh again, good ride, nice video. 10 days well spent, thanks for the share. Yeah, we're fixing to leave here tomorrow, though. We're going to be traveling to Garner State Park in the morning, no hurry. About a 5-hour drive, and then from there the following week I'll go back to my home base in Kingsland, Texas for a while. Donald Myers, awesome, great job, Rusty. That's on the Javelina Hog, and this is on Trike Man stuff. Gary J., I can tell you what the temperature is in Bangor, Maine. Too darn cold for me. Too cold for me too, babe. Diane Swanson. Hello, Diane Swanson. Or Deanne Swanson, sorry. This is off topic, but do you have any tips on backing a trailer solo. I have zero issues towing my 20-footer, but still struggle backing it up by myself. Deanne, all I can tell you is go very slow. If you get in a hurry, it'll be a disaster. But if you just go slow and watch which way the rear of your trailer is moving, if it's moving to the right and you want to go that way, continue. If not, then you're going to have to change the way you're turning the steering wheel. Just go slow. It'll all work out. And here's a poem from Dale Pointer here this morning. A good old good one. See what you got here, Dale. I am wild, I am free, no damn fence will secure me. I roam, I eat, it's my life. I will rip your yard up and cause you strife. 'Cause that's my nature, said the scorpion taking a ride. The turtle was confused even when they died. Yeah, there's a joke about the turtle, or a frog, actually, is the way I heard it. And we won't tell it this morning. We're going to continue on here with comment. Thank you very much, Dale. Good poem. Poetry. Tim Kreitz Adventures. Wretched creatures, until you've been chased up a tree by a pack of them, you cannot appreciate my hatred for those hogs. You know, they can. I've been out in the Big Bend area around the Terlingua Ranch out walking, and that brush is just about waist high. And, of course, that's perfect cover for those javelina hogs. Well, I've been out walking on trails and see one or two, and then the next thing you know, as I continue on, there's 30 or 40 of them. I mean, they go in packs, you know, and if you disturb their young and the young squeal, oh, Lord, you have bought the farm. John Cook left me a thumbs up and some other stuff. EJ, I always wonder with van bills and people who have a dog. What if you have to go into a store, for instance, without your dog? I live in Sacramento, California. It's very hot and dry. Sometimes it's 110. You know, I don't know what they do. You could probably take it in the store. People do that now. They call them their some kind of guide dogs or something. Sean H. I watched Deborah when she first started out on the road. I says, wow, and what a great deal of progress Deborah has made. And through all the trials, Deborah has made the most of everything. Well, good. Thank you, Sean. The Dude. Her channel, he left a link to. Thank you. Peaches H. Enjoyed this video, Rusty. We love Deborah. Glad you guys met up. Coco, whoever Coco is. Do I have the camera pointed right? Well, if I don't, I don't. Anyway, this is Robin Vanti Demand. Great video. I have an electric trike. Just love it. Took some time to get used to the change in the center of gravity. No need to lean over as much as a normal bike. Robin in Australia. Well, thank you, Robin in Australia. This is John B. Hoist up the sail, John B. I heard that hog say, Trump. You hear what you want to hear, don't you? And Blades, to answer a comment from this comment call, the only thing I can think of to stop any car movement, that was on the Prius, whenever the engine cuts on when you're sleeping at night, if you leave the engine or the button on, it will cut on at night to charge the battery, and sometimes it moves the car a little bit. It says the only thing I can think of to stop any car movement would put on the parking brake. Best to use your parking brake anytime you're sleeping in the car. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Amblades. This is Ford QW something. You're a good interviewer, Rusty. Thank you. Gavin H. Dang, Rusty, I was looking at the sides of the road as you traveled along, and I saw less fire ant mounds than we have in South Carolina. LOL, can we work out some kind of trade? Actually, there are fewer fire ant mounds in Texas, and it has something to do with another little bitty ant that attacks and kills fire ants. Yeah, they're little bitty ants. They're much smaller than fire ants. They move much quicker, and they kill them. They do. Prairie Night Moon. Some came through our camp. Oh, this is the Javelina hogs. Some came through our camp when we were in Big Bend. I put my German Shepherd back in the van in a hurry. Yeah, they'll kill a dog in a heartbeat. A dog ain't got a chance. That's why people that go hog hunting really have to be careful, because they'll pack up on a hound and kill it. Calvin retired. Well, you know, the thing's trying to kill them. I mean, what do you expect them to do? I mean, jeez. Calvin, retired geezer firefighter. This is the last one because I can't get to the other one. Used to see so many of them in Davis Mountain State Park. We were on a first name basis. Let me see if I can scroll further down. No, it stops right here. That's it. Ah, here we go. It moved now. Let's pick up a few more here. Here we go. Larry, or what is this? This is Leroy Maybe. He's voting. Anyway, Rita Trump, wow. Char Kane. It's hunting season for javelina here in Arizona now. Shiloh Nanny says, are they mean? They can be. It just depends. It says, Gerard Trico, the myth of the inedible javelina is found only in Texas. How to cook javelina, read more. He's got a link to something probably. You know, you could eat them, and people do. You know, people that go deer hunting in Texas will kill a javelina hog and mix that pork meat with the venison from the deer. You know, it makes pretty good barbecue and sausage and stuff. But anyway, anybody can do what they want to do. I wouldn't. Gary J. Oh, never mind. I've already seen that one. But it gets to the end here, and then it won't go any further. Ken Alexanderstein says, hey, javelina. Anyway, let's see if we can get Hey, Google, tell us a javelina joke.
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that. Here are other things you can try. How do you make a tissue dance? Put a little boogie in it.
Did you hear that? How do you make a tissue dance? Put a little boogie in it. Corny, sick joke. Anyway, guys, from Falcon Lake State Park, soon to be Garner State Park, and the reason I'm going there, it's on the way home, and it's a short drive from Garner State to, well, not real short. It's about 3 hours from Garner to my home base in Kingsland. And then we'll go back to Kingsland, and then from there, maybe late March or 1st April. It depends on how I feel. And I'm trying to get the electric turned on at my property in Capitan, New Mexico. And they were going to call me Friday 3 weeks ago now, and then they were going to call me last week sometime, and then they were going to call me this week, and I haven't heard anything, so I don't know what the problem is. My electrician, or an electrician that I'm working with, called me and said they failed to show up at the first meeting. That's the electric company. But having said that, guys, from Falcon Lake, with the sun just coming up on an overcast morning here, cool overcast morning, I think it's about 45-ish in that range. But anyway, thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Doesn't cost you a penny. You know, but I understand if you don't want to fool with it. But what else? Drink plenty of water, 3 or 4 quarts a day. It won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you won't want to eat so much. That's pretty simple, isn't it? And what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in deeply through your nose or your mouth. It doesn't matter. Just take a good deep breath and hold it for a few seconds and then breathe out slowly. What does that do? Lowers stress. And lowering stress lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Second, a lot of people take blood pressure medication. You can do the same thing by just taking deep breaths several times a day. And then what else? Stretch, stretch, stretch. Swivel, swivel, swivel. Walk, 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 pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice a day. Why? Well, because you'll feel better for one thing, and also you may live healthier a little longer. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. This is your brain, your frontal lobes right here. This is your consciousness. You know, don't let somebody dump trash in it. And the news media is the most guilty. So, what does that mean? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. And just remember that this is the first day of the rest of your new life. You know what I mean? It's all new now. Everything's happening new. So anyway, guys, enjoy your life. Adios. Bye-bye. Carry on. We'll do something later. I don't have a clue what it will be yet, but we'll do something. Adios.